We on.
Hey. Welcome to In Between the Lines, everybody. Today, you got your man, Wonder the Great in the building. To my right, you got.
Diamond, what's up, everybody?
And you got Beam Hakeem the Dream, and to my right.
We got Jalopy Bungus. You feel what
Yes,
I'm
sir.
saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What kind of topics we got today, Jalopy? What we got up to
So
this, man?
so right now, right, I'll pull up the article. You feel what I'm saying?
See what they talking
But
about out here.
this is interesting. This is very interesting. Okay. So
Oh, snap.
shout out to my guy Diamond for bringing this to the table. Um, Luka Doncic avoids 1 game suspension after technical foul versus Magic is rescinded. Uh, the Los Angeles Lakers will have star guard Luka Doncic available Monday against the first place Detroit Pistons after NBA officials rescinded his technical foul from Saturday. Doncic was called for his 16th technical foul this season in the third quarter of the Lakers' eventual last-second win over Orlando after he and Magic reserve center Goga Bizotsi had a verbal altercation while Doncic was at the free throw line. The
Go.
two the two players were called for technical fouls, which the NBA rescinded Sunday. Okay, so how we feeling? Y'all want me to keep reading this, or how we feeling? Y'all want to go
So,
right into it?
so basically, they making it so that is his next technical. He's gonna be suspended in the playoffs. Or is it like did this kind of set him back a couple? Like,
Nah, that shit still applies in the playoffs. Remember what happened to Draymond Green?
yeah, that's what I'm thinking about Draymond, but I don't
Cause
remember him.
Draymond, LeBron walked over, bro, and he said, "I ain't going for that shit." Tech.
It seems
Bad
like
punishment.
Luka's a player we see get his text rescinded more than other players for some reason.
Happened twice in Dallas.
This
Yeah,
was that
yeah.
this year.
How much has this been happening, Diamond? Let me know, man.
In his career, it's happened 3 times. I don't think, to
I,
my knowledge, I don't think any other player has had that happen more than once.
oh yeah, see
Whoa!
something going on, y'all.
I ain't
Thrice.
gonna lie.
I just think
My
it's ironic that they're going up against the first place Pistons in the East, and they're like, yeah, we're not going to let him get suspended. He's going to play against this, not an all-star team, but a big team since they're number one. You know what I'm saying? That's
yeah,
viewership. That's money.
mega matchup type shit.
Exactly.
Oh,
And
and they on a little
let's
winning
say
streak.
Luca, and they on the winning streak, and let's say they win the game. Then Luca goes crazy. Luca get them niggas 35, 7 and 6. It's like that MVP discussion is getting extremely interesting at that point.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm
yeah.
Extremely
sorry.
interesting.
They're not getting it. They're not getting it as he's not getting it as a fourth seed.
But
They
but
not
let
the
me
fourth
ask you
seed.
this.
What are
Let
they?
me ask you this:
Now, I think
did
the
they
Nuggets are
end
the
up
fourth seed.
rescinding Jalen Brown's second technical against the Spurs earlier this season?
Say it again.
Did they end up rescinding Jalen Brown's second technical against the Spurs this season when he got ejected?
Uh,
No.
I don't think
Or
so.
Did you not? He went on Twitter after that when he was in the locker room and
yeah,
tweeted about the issue. Why do you think they would rescind that?
that's why I'm just
He
trying to
didn't. He
make the
didn't help
case.
his
Like
case
that's
at
I'm
another
all.
trying to make the
guy.
connection.
But I'm trying to say that's another guy
Right.
MVP on the line, big season game. But I didn't see anybody talking about. Hold on, everybody was talking about how bad of a technical it was, but I'm not seeing people talking about. Oh, we need to rescind this. So I'm trying to
Yeah.
figure
Listen,
out is it because he
I
didn't
don't
have
even think it's
enough
that bad of a technical. I
or
don't even think JB should have been ejected from the game myself.
yeah, like where's that
He's saying,
rescission?
yeah, because I'm
Like
not gonna lie, the NBA. I mean, I think it's clear as day the NBA don't rock with Jalen Brown. I think it's obvious
another
why
example.
the whole Nike situation. He basically kind of made himself a target, which that's why I rock with JB. You don't really care, but I think clearly there's a level of bias towards Doncic, and my initial statement was I feel like it got a lot to do with the fact that he's on the Lakers too, because the Lakers get a whole lot of like, you know what I'm saying, NBA
But
bias,
see, that shit not
referee
valid.
bias.
That shit not valid
They
if you already
shoot
got two in
more free
Dallas.
throws, huh?
That shit not valid if you already got two in Dallas.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, okay, if he had 2 in Dallas as it is, now we're talking about it might just be specific to Doncic himself.
Yeah, some type of favorism.
Yeah, and I wonder, like, they might be trying to make him, I don't know, maybe like the legitimate face of the NBA. Maybe that's their goal, to make Doncic the face of the NBA.
Have
There's too
him
many
in the
niggas better than him.
conversation.
Which is why, that's probably why, because even with, yeah, Doncic's career is weird, bro. Because even when we look back to how he even ended up in LA, you feel what I'm saying? The
AD
speculation
and how many
around that
picks?
trade and all that,
Come
like, it
on
was
now,
all
bro.
weird. Like, Doncic,
That
I ain't gonna lie, they trying to, he might be an industry plant. Hey,
Hey, he did come from overseas, twin.
Doncic's
yo,
an NBA industry plant. These niggas trying to force him into greatness. Hold on, bro.
I
Nah,
mean,
but
don't get me wrong. The
yo,
nigga can score a basketball.
yeah, right. But
no, for
all
real.
jokes aside, I really do think that what it really comes down to is, yeah, they just want. I think they want to keep pushing Doncic's MVP case, and it's he has the perfect opportunity to build on that against Detroit. I think they want that. I think they want the full studded Detroit versus LA matchup
Can we get
for
a
sure.
look at the playoff seating right now? How
Yeah,
many
hold
And this
games
on.
would be
back
a
are they?
second. This would be a good
Third.
segue into our second topic. We could talk about this MVP race today.
Okay.
See what y'all thinking.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Because
bet.
somehow I do not still have Luka in that top 5 range.
After the 60 piece,
Ooh,
after the
I
60
don't know,
piece,
man. I
Bro,
don't know.
you still got. I feel like there's still 5 people that you can say legitimately have better seasons than him, and
Yeah,
or
I
oh,
think what
five
Luca,
valuable
people is
to
kind
their
of
team.
crazy, Beam. You got to
five
give me that.
people. Yeah,
Five
who's the
people in
five?
front of
Who's the
him. Who is
five?
it, man? And
Damn,
don't
are they
say
at
Cade.
3? Yeah, you got to
Lakers
remember,
at
K got
three.
the collapsed lung now. So,
Don't say Cade. He got
Cade.
the yeah.
Oh
Cade
yeah,
is
Cade
done.
missed the requirements.
yep.
60 games.
Ooh. Who you got? Who you got over
Damn, that is
Luca?
crazy. 60 games.
We'll let you go first, Beam. What you thinking on this MVP race, man?
Who you got over Luca? Is the really what it is, like? Who you got over
Honestly,
Yeah.
I
Luca?
got Shea over Luka.
Okay.
Okay,
I got Wemby over Luka.
right.
I got what's his name? Stat wise, it's incredible. I got Jokic
Jokic.
over Luka,
Yeah.
and then I think story wise, JB could just make the legitimate case that hey, nigga, I didn't have arguably the best player on the team that niggas say is better than me, and I proved that I'm really that nigga. I'm really Finals MVP, and damn, voila, we number 2. So it's like that storyline of him. Honestly, god damn, I don't know how he did it, dog. Like legitimately looking at it, I haven't even watched the Celtics, but like we here now, and it's like, damn, J- JT been back for like maybe what
About
8 games,
6 games.
and I'm just like, even with all that, like, damn, they still make the second seed without him. So
Okay.
that just says who's really more valuable. I don't think JT could have done that if JB wasn't playing. If roles or reverse, as crazy as that sounds.
And I like that
I
case. And I just
disagree.
think
I disagree.
I would just say, story
But
wise,
that's
I'll go
that's my
ahead and
five
go.
though. Over
I'll
Luca's
go
five.
ahead and go. I think I got Shea at number 3. I got Wimby at number 2. Now I got Luca at number 1.
Is that like a
Why?
bias?
I'm
Yeah,
curious. Why?
I just kind of piggyback off of what Beam said. I think story wise, what Luca has been able to done with the amount of scrutiny he had in the offseason, all the noise about him not being able to play defense, him not being impactful, they're not going to be a good team because they didn't put enough good defenders around him. And we've seen over this month of March him able to average close to 40 points and put a little bit of effort on defense. I think he's come full circle in his career. I think he's finally ready to compete for championships. He's already been there once, and I think he's ready to get it done.
But what? But how does that put him over Shea and Wimby though? They're like
That's the question.
we're talking. We're
He's
talking.
over Shea to me because he's a better offensive player. Um, I think just on a night in and night basis, like Luca is, we've seen what he could do, man. Obviously, Shea is going to give you his 30, but we've seen Luca going for 40, 50 points for multiple games over this year of
I would
2026
argue
so
that
far.
Shea. I would argue that Shea scores more valuable buckets though than Luca does.
I would
because
disagree with that.
Shai,
I think the way that Luka Doncic is able to stretch the floor out, the way he's able to put pressure on the defense, not just using his scoring but also his passing, he has way more impact comparable closer to a guy like Jokic than a guy like Shea.
but
What?
I guess it depends on. Well, no, I agree with that point, but I think like
Really? Over
as far
Shea
as
and the gravity
impact,
that Shea brings?
as far as
Bigger
impact,
than
I mean,
scoring. That's the difference between a KD and a LeBron.
yeah, I think impact wise, right? I think when he's saying the ability to score and play make Luka is closer to Jokic than he is to Shea. I agree with that. My thing is, we talking about the most clutch player in basketball. Like
True.
Shea is literally
By the numbers,
the most
without
clutch
question.
points. Yeah, by the numbers, the most clutch
Yeah.
points in basketball by it's not even close.
Yeah.
You
Shea
know
is
what I'm
a
saying? So I'm
monster.
like, when I look at it from that perspective, they on a 12-game win streak. The only thing that goes
We
against
talking about
Shea,
Shea, right?
Yeah.
yeah. The only thing that really goes against Shea is like how stacked that fucking team is.
yeah.
That's really the
That's
only thing that goes against him. That team is crazy stacked. So I don't know. Like if that's the thing that they've used to demean other MVPs in recent memory. So I'm
yeah.
like, I don't know. So I can see why he would in that comparison. If somebody was like Luka is doing more with less, then I'm like, okay, right. But everything else, I don't know. And then Wemby, I really don't got
Hey,
Luka over
bro, if
Wemby.
we're
Can
doing
we
it for
can you
hold on,
pull
But
up
listen,
Wemby's case for MVP that he said himself?
Wait,
what did he say?
Wemby had a
Yeah, he
Wemby
said
said
something
Yeah, Wemby
yesterday. He
did.
made a case for himself on MVP.
what?
He
Yeah,
said he
it's
feels
an
like
article. You can look it up.
he said basketball. Yeah, we can look it up, but he said something close to basketball is 50% offense, 50% defense. I'm by far the best
Mm.
defender in the game.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
That's what he said. So we
That's
gotta
not
talk
true.
about that. I like
Bro,
the
He's
whoa,
definitely
confidence
whoa,
from
whoa, hold on,
Wemby.
he's
hold
the
on.
second best. He's the second best defender in
Who do
basketball.
y'all got as the best defender in basketball?
Jalen Brown.
Jalen Brown.
Yeah.
It's hard
This
to argue
year.
with Wemby stonks.
This year. Well, yeah,
Bro, do you
blocks.
hear what you just said, bro? Now
Bro,
that will
I'm
go
not that's
viral.
not an unpopular opinion, bro. Not this
Bro,
year. It's
that
not an
is
unpopular
one of the
opinion.
most unpopular opinion. Bro,
No,
we
it's
got a
not.
Luka fan right here,
No,
a
it's
Okay.
Celtics
not.
fan right here,
Jalen
and
Brown, I'm
a
pretty sure
Celtic
Jalen Brown
fan right
leads the
here.
league in defense
Listen
like
to me when I tell
one-on-one
you this.
matchups. Jalen Brown is the
Listen
best
to me when I
defender
tell you
in
this.
for
Have you
perimeter
played
defender, I'm pretty
2K?
sure. Or he
Have you
was
played 2K?
three for the
Have you
three.
played 2K? Do you
What
know what a
about it?
7-3 is on the court? Okay?
Real,
They don't
hey,
even
real
make the
quick.
game realistic enough for you to actually be Wemby on the court because it'd be OP. That's how great he is on the defensive end. He can guard 1 through 8. That's how long he is.
He guarding the coach.
Do you
He
hear me,
guarding the
bro?
coach. He guarding
Like,
Steve Kerr
no, bro,
too.
you can't say
What
that, bro.
was
You
you about to
can't say
say,
that with a
Diamond?
straight face that he's a better defender than
I
Wemby.
was just gonna say what Wemby actually said, and I quote: "My first one would be that, like, I guess his first argument is what he's referring to, would be that defense is 50% of the game, and that is undervalued so far in this MVP race, and so that is one of the reasons why he believes he's the most impactful player in the MVP race." My bad, I said that wrong. He
Impact
says,
is tough.
and then yeah, like Wonder had said, he said second argument would be that we almost swept OKC this season, and we dominated them 3 times with
He
their real
said
team.
that. He said that.
Yeah, the
Yeah, see,
third
Oh, he
Wimby
argument.
taking
coming,
direct
Wimby
The
shots.
coming
third
with
Can you bring
that.
up
argument.
that
Wimby
clip?
coming with that energy. Wimby
That
Can
coming
boy
you
with
is
that
a
bring up
energy.
that clip?
dog. That
Is there
boy.
a clip of that? I want to hear him say that.
I want to hear him say it too in French and be like, "We at the end."
The third argument would be that the offense impact is not just points.
Ooh,
Mm.
having
Let
two
me see if
people
they
on
got a.
you,
Let me see
having
if they got
yeah.
a clip. Let me see if they got a clip.
I need him saying that like out loud with like
I'm
some
not gonna
black Air
lie to
Forces
you,
on a in
but
a.
do you hear him though?
Is this the okay?
That's
Okay,
a
I
good
got the clip.
argument though.
I got the clip.
All right, let's do it.
Let's pull it up. Let's see what he. Let's.
Hey, Jalopy, can you pull up the clip?
Yeah. Hold on.
for the stay.
All right.
3 arguments. The first one would be that defense is 50% of the game and that it is undervalued so far in the MVP race because I believe I'm the most impactful player defensively in the league.
Okay.
Second argument would be
Impactful.
Yeah.
that we almost swept OKC in the season and we dominated them 3 times
Dang.
with the team and 4 times with that.
Oh my gosh.
More
You call it
rotation.
shot. You take a shot.
Wait, did they sweep them?
It was like 4-1.
3-1?
I think it was 4-1. Oh, it's 3-1?
3-1? I think it was 3-1.
Okay. I thought they beat them 4.
They only played 4 times, no?
Okay.
Yeah.
Third argument would be that
I could be wrong, yeah.
offense impact is not just points.
You ask Wemby a question.
Okay. I'm
Oh,
not all right.
I like the confidence, man.
That's a
I
great
think-
point.
I just want somebody else to get an MVP before this dude win like 4 in a row.
Hey, yo,
That's
chill
too much.
out.
Is that too much to ask for? Luka to just get one.
Bro.
JB maybe get one real quick. Like,
Bro, they already stole the defensive player from him last year.
yeah, they
Yeah,
should have
that's
given it to him even
I
with
ain't
the
gonna
injury.
lie.
They
Yeah,
should
I
have
ain't
just
gonna
given it
lie.
to him, bro.
Yeah. Vicky got robbed last
Like,
year.
bro, how many times y'all gonna rob this nigga from taking over the league?
There
Y'all
was
waiting for an
somebody.
injury, my nigga, or something?
There
Like,
was
what y'all
somebody who
waiting
put.
on?
There was somebody who put like 250,000 on him to win MVP. He was only gonna win like 30,000, but it was like a for sure. But yeah, he didn't. He didn't end up winning. He like put his house on Wemby winning DPOY.
Damn.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
That was real.
Wemby definitely DPOY this year. I think that's for
For sure.
sure.
Does that add to your MVP case? Winning
Yeah.
DPOY?
I think
Yeah.
so. Well, not
We never
winning
see people really win
DPOY.
both.
But
I
it's
don't
only
think winning.
happened. I think Kobe and Jordan are like the only two. Maybe
I thought it was
Maybe
Dominique.
No,
Magic.
it was
I think it's
Jordan,
Dominique.
Kevin Garnett, and was it Dominique Wilkins?
I'm not too sure. Or Elijah Warner. It's either him or Elijah
I
Giannis.
Warner.
guarantee you
Giannis.
Jordan and Kobe both did that.
Giannis
Did
too.
Kobe do that?
Nah, Kobe didn't do that.
Kobe did it.
No, he
I'm about to
didn't.
look it up right now.
Go ahead and pull that up for me.
Fact check me. I know he did it. Kobe and Jordan both did it. Jordan was a defensive player of the year, I think 6-7
All right,
times.
we got
bro.
Michael
Oh,
Jordan.
Yeah, but
okay.
back then-
Y'all talking
back
about
then-
in the, y'all talking about the same year.
Yes, correct.
Hey, yeah.
correct. Same year.
Oh, okay.
We got Michael Jordan, Hakeem Olajuwon, David Robinson,
Giannis.
Kevin Garnett, and Giannis.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
it.
Kobe never
Wait,
did?
but that's not in the same year though, because
I'm talking
Kevin
about
Garnett
defense
in general.
I'm talking about defensive and MVPs in the same year.
Garnett got that?
No, I think Garnett got an MVP one year and then the defensive player.
Only
of the year a different year.
only 5 NBA players in NBA history that have won both MVP and Defensive Player in the Year.
Yeah, but that's not in the same year. We're
You
talking
went in-
about
you-
one
You on
year.
Wikipedia?
Man,
I
this
told you, basketball reference, Bean, basketball reference.
facts.
But yeah, no, I didn't. No, what we're saying is, who's won MVP and DPOY in the same exact year? Kevin Garnett won MVP. I think it was 03, and then he won DPOY with the Celtics.
Yeah, no, you're right. So only 3 players have done it. Michael Jordan, Hakeem, and
Giannis.
Giannis have done it in
Yeah.
the same
Giannis,
season.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah. In the
David
So
same
that's
Robinson,
tough
year.
company.
David
Yeah.
Robinson and Garnett have done it throughout their career, but not in the same season.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So that's
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie. That's like, bruh. That's a super small
Yeah.
And
list
you're sitting
of
up there
niggas.
with the GOAT. Potentially.
Yeah. So it's
Starting
not
to
like
be the
if
GOAT.
Dwight Howard gets it, it's not like that's also boosting his MVP odds for that same year. In the
No,
same token.
so
I
I
feel like
think-
people look at that defense like, okay, you got defensive, but when it comes to MVP, just because you got defensive, that doesn't put you a shoe in because you got a little bit
Right.
of offense too.
Like I don't think
He
that
doesn't have a little bit of
DPOY,
offense, though.
but
Yeah, I know.
Nobody
I don't
can
think
guard him.
I don't
Yeah.
think DPOY makes you win but your defensive production does
Mhm.
add to your MVP race.
I'm about to say, being a defensive player,
but just because you win DPOY don't mean you should win MVP.
But it's like what Wemby said. Like he realizes it when it comes down to offensive impact. Like people look at your points. These MVPs normally average 30 points, and it's tough when you're averaging 24. We know, which is surprising to me that he's averaging 24. I thought he was averaging more than that.
Bro,
But
he
when you
has
see
less
guys that are
minutes.
averaging 35, 32, 30, it makes it tough,
You
man.
know you can't be here, man.
It makes it
He
tough.
averaged less minutes though
Yeah.
than all of them.
Yeah, is he still on the minutes restriction? What's going on with his minutes? Everybody always talking about he still ain't playing no minutes.
Bro, he is not playing like 35, 38 minutes a game.
We gotta look.
Who?
Hold up.
Wemby, he's not playing big.
No, he's not playing 34 or 35 minutes.
Because how valuable are you if you could only play 30 minutes a night?
Bro, I'm gonna be real with you, bro.
Well, imagine if Jokic could only play 30 minutes a night. Like if he had a restriction where they kept having to pull him, they'd be done.
Why is there a restriction on him?
Bro,
because
Wemby
I don't think averages 30 minutes a game.
30 minutes.
See, something that
And during that
hurts
30
him.
minutes,
30 is I'm gonna lie, 30 minutes is a lot of
30
minutes though.
He's averaging 25
Not
points.
for a superstar.
You averaging what?
12, 11 rebounds, a steal, and 3 blocks with 3
I'm
assists.
not gonna lie. He plays a full game. We're talking like, he plays like you say, like superstar minutes. We're talking like,
bro, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Because
like
the thing they
28.
go by, at least you gotta at least play 36, 38 minutes as a superstar. Bro.
No,
I'm
that's
not
not
lie.
true.
Most
That's not
times
true.
That's
at
why they
all.
do the per 36.
That's not
I'm
true at
telling
all,
you,
bro.
Most
That's
30
not true,
minutes,
bro.
we
Spurs
give that to
game,
like Jonathan Isaac
Spurs
on
be up
2K.
like 15
That's
points
not
in the
true.
third. So
That's
they
Jonathan
just sit
Isaac
Wemby.
minutes.
What you say,
That's
Dom?
not true.
The Spurs, when I watch them play, they be up by 10, 15 points in the third, so they just sit Wemby a lot. They don't even need him to play.
That is true.
The
reason why
could
he
sway
might
you a
be
little bit
sitting-
too.
the reason why he might be sitting is because
subbed
they're
back
cooking.
in towards the last minutes.
Okay.
So they're just preserving Wemby when they're up already.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think anybody in the NBA wants to see Wemby at 35 minutes a game.
No, because he would win every award.
And he might not. His body might not be able to handle that, bro.
Nah,
He's been injured his whole
with the monks, my
career.
nigga.
Back
He's training
pre-NBA.
with the monks, my nigga. He's straight. He's
I ain't
never
gonna lie.
actually had a career injury ever. The blood
Hey.
clot shit don't count.
Hey,
That
you
don't
know
count,
the you know the monks are fake, right? You know, like the monks went extinct at one point, and like they were trying to like up tourism, so they were like, "All right, we're gonna have these monks and make it seem like y'all been here for thousands of years."
Yeah,
Bro, that's
I'm
all.
fucking with you
Yeah,
about that.
bro, we
That's
gotta
definitely
talk
not
about
what
that
it-
one day. The
All right,
monks
man.
and all that kung fu is fake.
Yo, this nigga.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I gotta take this phone call, bro.
All right,
Go
man,
ahead,
hop
bro.
back in. We're gonna get to our next topic. Or no,
But
we gotta get our MVP list down. What you got, Lop?
oh yeah. I got Shai up. Well, no order. I got Shai, Vicky, Jaylen Brown. I ain't gonna lie, Luka crept in there. Jokic. I think that's my top 5 right there. That's
Yeah,
my
this
top 5 right there.
this a pretty stacked race, man. This is a
Yeah,
stacked
that's my
race.
top
We're in the
5.
scoring era. It's like everybody's averaging 30. Everybody's averaging some record number and some stat.
But I'm also not gonna lie, bro. Nah, fuck that. In order, I got Jaylen Brown at number 1. And
Still,
that's no bias. I got Jaylen Brown at number 1. I got I'm gonna go. Damn, it's close between Vicky and Shai, bro. That shit is so close. Because in reality, I really think it's Vicky, but Shai got so many clutch points, bro. It's like he's literally taking over when the game matters, and he's
he
damn
just
near
had a
not
40
missing.
point. Yeah, he had a game where I think like four of his guys got, or it was 3 of his guys got ejected, and 1 guy on the other team. He went out there and scored 40. He was not missing in that fourth
And
quarter,
he's
bro.
doing it in high stake games.
Yeah,
Right?
he's lethal.
Jaylen Brown's doing it in high stake games too, but Jaylen Brown loses some of those games. Shai ends up winning a lot of these games, and I do think that's because, of course, he has like a way better supporting cast, but I do think that at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. So, I mean, I really might just go Wemby though. I think I'm gonna go Wemby over Shai personally, just
And then
because,
Shai at
bro.
3,
We're talking about 3 blocks a fucking game, bro.
2K numbers.
Yeah, we're
He's
talking about
doing
3 blocks a game,
everything.
bro.
He's doing everything from 2K, bro.
Yeah, right. 20. We talking about 24 points. What? 12 boards. You know what I'm saying? A few assists.
24.8. So you might as well just call it
25. Yeah, might as well give him 25. What? 12 boards.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying? And then you throw 3 blocks on that. That's kind of, I ain't gonna lie. Shai doing this thing too with 30, because what is he like 30? What, 31? 32? Something like that. 31, 32 points. And then you throw some assists in there. I think he probably had 6 assists or something like that. Let me make sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's look at you.
Wemby got 3 assists, I think.
What about
No,
Shai?
I'm talking about
Oh,
Shai.
Shai.
Yeah, what Shai got? What Shai got?
So what are we looking for right now?
Shai's numbers.
Shai's numbers. His for the
Shai's
season.
averaging 6.6 assists, 4.5 rebounds, and 31.5 points. So 32.
How many
All right.
steals?
1.4.
That's pretty good.
Ooh,
That's good.
Okay. I ain't gonna lie. It's close, bro.
It's close.
That's
But you
close
got them as
between
2 and 3 though?
definitely 2 and 3. Definitely 2
Okay.
and 3. I don't know
Okay.
what order, but
Hey,
definitely
run
2 and
Luka's
3.
numbers
Well, you know
down real
what?
quick.
You know what? Hold on. No, I gotta go Wemby. Because
Why?
if we going head up, Wemby got the nigga. When they play each other, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I got Wemby at number 2. I got Wemby at number 2. Like when they go head up, it's like, yeah, Wemby got him. So it's like you can't really, and both teams are going in there healthy for 3 of the 4 matchups. So it's like ain't really no excuses.
No excuses.
And they cleaning them up. Packing them up and getting them out of there. Wemby is number 2, bro. If he's not number 2, he's number 1.
All right.
Shai number 3. Let's look at what Luka got right now.
Show me.
What's
Run through his numbers for me. I'm sure he's
Luka's
close to a triple double.
33.4 points a game.
Okay.
God damn.
7.9, 8 rebounds, 8.4 assists,
Ooh.
1.6 steals, and 0.6 blocks a game.
That's more than Shai. That's more than
1.6
Shai. I'm trying to
steals.
tell y'all that boy out there trying.
But
He out
Well,
there trying on
he
defense
is
this
averaging
year.
double the turnovers that Shai is. Shai is averaging 2 turnovers.
Don't
Luka
worry
1.4.
about that. No, I'm playing.
Well, look, Shai.
But he
I know that
passing it a
nigga
lot
Luka.
more.
Luka probably getting that off of interceptions, man.
Yeah, he throwing that ball a lot more than Shai.
No, I'm saying his steals.
Oh,
Is he pickpocketing niggas?
I don't think
Okay,
neither one. I
but
think they both get the
real
same
quick, I
type
wanted
of
to bring this up.
passing
So
lane
with
type of steals.
Luka on the court, the average plus minus for his team is 2.8. With Shai on the court, it is 10.9, basically 11.
Oh my goodness.
But
The
what about
complete
like
difference.
are
It's a
you saying
3-point
that's the
difference
on
with
off?
Luka. It's a double-digit game with Shai.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. That's tough.
But
Luka
it's just
is
tough because you look at the Lakers as a team. Like I just feel like, of course, having that offensive engine with Shai is going to help your offense. You're going to have to run more plays for different guys. But when it comes to Luka Doncic sitting, you have LeBron that can run the offense. You have Austin Reeves that could go for 30, 35 points. You have a team where I don't necessarily see a steep offensive drop off when Luka isn't there for a couple games. So
It's the same thing with OKC. OKC's bench can outscore
no.
anybody. Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's what you're saying. Yes, I
they're a
agree.
good bench, but I don't know about scoring wise. I think scoring wise, when it comes to LeBron and Austin Reeves, I think the OKC gets off on their athleticism, their defense for sure, and all
And
in
buckets.
transition.
And buckets. Shai,
They
J
get
Dub, and
buckets.
Shet alone. That's already.
Yeah, they get buckets. They get buckets. But I'm saying, I feel like if Shai's not playing, I could see that 10-point drop off. But I could see the Lakers still, Luka Kennard getting 4 more shots. Couple of Rui getting 4 more shots. Let LeBron get more than 10 shots. I could still see them getting there, 118, 120 points or whatever.
But don't that add to Shai case?
I don't think so. I don't think so because we've seen when Luka does score 30 plus, they're still winning games and they're winning games handily against good teams. So I'm not
But
saying that they're as good. I don't think they're as good without Luka, but I think offensively they could have nights where they could score
Okay,
a
so
similar amount of
Luca
points,
got
fill
the
up those
suspension
33.
appealed and played that Pistons game. Dropped 32. The Lakers lost 110 to 113.
That people saying that was the officiating, man. People
Oh, they
saying that
played
was
already.
yeah, they lost
Yeah,
by 2,
3.
3. Okay. Some random dude went for like 30 on the Pistons.
Yeah,
He,
113, 110. Yeah.
he went like 6 for 8 from 3, like some crazy stuff. They had one of those type of games.
Well, yeah, I think I'm gonna give it to Shai over Luka. I'm gonna give it to
Okay.
Shai over Luka. I think especially when you now I do think Shai has way more to work with. Yeah, Shai does have way more to work with. But
Okay.
I think when we talk about the way they used to give MVPs out, it's like who's the best team, who's the best player who's the best player on the top few teams, right? And between that, who's the
Definitely.
most valuable of the 4 or 5 of those teams. So I do think Luka has a case for me now. I didn't have a case for Luka like maybe a couple weeks ago or a week
Yeah.
or some change ago, but now I think it's kind of hard to argue against Luka right now. But I think if they win that Detroit game, we're probably having a stronger
I
conversation. But
know. If they had
yeah,
went for what would that have been like 11 in a row, and they beat
and
Detroit
they
on that
beat
stretch.
Detroit, then that shoots Luka through the roof. But with that loss, it's like
That's what I was
because
trying to
Shai,
say. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say about JB. If he beats that Spurs team and he wins at OKC somehow and he drops 30,
he's
35 points
MVP.
in both, that MVP race is looking dark right now. It's looking
I
real.
think it's just fucked up because he got ejected against the Spurs
Yeah, yep.
when when
And then
when we were in a good position in the game, and then
definitely
against OKC, nobody was out there with him. And
and
but
that foul at the
and
end.
the foul against Shai is what gave the Thunder the win after he just hit a clutch bucket against Dort, and it was one of them buckets where Dort had
Yeah.
locked him up. He had nowhere to go, and he
Yeah.
still hit that. So I think for me, that adds to JB's case. That's just me personally. I know they lost, but when you talking about, I took the reigning champions to the brink by myself. No JT, no Derek White. And I did what I was supposed to do. I gave y'all 30. I went crazy in the second half. I guarded the best player on the other team. And I made the shots over a plethora of defenders. At one point, I'm being guarded by Alex Caruso. Then I'm being guarded by Dort. Then I'm being guarded by Shai. And I still do what I do. Meanwhile, you know what I'm saying? The only nigga that can really guard Shai on the other side was Jaylen Brown consistently. Shai was out there punishing everybody else because they not really defenders. So that adds to JB's case for me, but I understand in that loss, it's yeah. But yeah, if JB wins the Spurs game, stays in the Spurs game, and then beats the Thunder too,
Yeah.
I think he would have been a lot. I think
It's a whole different conversation right now. He's
Yeah,
in his
for
victory
sure.
parade, basically.
For sure. But the reason why I got JB is simply because of the fact of everything surrounding going into the season for the Celtics. They didn't have Celtics making the playoffs. And we talking about a lot of the conversation has been centered around, JB is doing this without Tatum. But no, really, JB is doing this without Tatum, Porzingis, Drew Holiday, Al Horford, and Luke Cornett, who are all shining in other places. You feel what I'm saying? So when you look at it from that perspective, it's I can't really. JB lost a team that many people were calling a super team. He lost everybody that made that team a super team and still got the Celtics to pretty much where they was last year.
And you think JT could have done that?
I think JT would have gave us. I think JT would have gave us. Yeah, third seed, second seed. Yeah, for sure. I think they both do that. I think they both could have did that. I don't know why. Outside of you not really fucking with JT, there's nothing that you could point to that would make you think that he wouldn't be able to do that. There's more things pointing to he would be able to do that and things that point to he wouldn't be able to.
Is he a bona fide scorer?
Yeah.
All right.
Of course he is. That's what he's known for.
He's known to be a scorer.
Yeah, them the shot chucking,
Jason Tatum?
kings over there.
Yes, Jason Tatum is a shot chucker.
I gotta hear Diamond's top
That
three,
nigga
man.
just averaged 30,
Yeah,
bounce back,
those
averaging
are
27.
those are
Like,
two legendary shot checkers back, especially when they had Ime Udoka and they really just got to take
oh
turns
yeah,
taking fadeaway threes.
it was
Two
literally
dri-
just get the switch on Jason Tatum, do what you got to do. Get the switch on Jaylen Brown. Dude, that was the whole offense.
That's all it
They didn't do
was,
nothing
back and
else,
forth, and they was still winning.
and it was
They was
still winning.
winning.
Took it all the
I
way to
don't
the
know,
chip.
man. I just believe in
But
JB. I just believe in JB more, but that's my take.
I used
that's fine.
to say I like JB more too. I think a
I
lot
like
of that
both
has to do with
equally.
certain. I think that had to do with like people like to nitpick Jason Tatum game and
But
not
before we
take
get
his
to that,
greatnest for. Oh yeah, let me get with
let's
Diamond.
see
Let me
what
get with
Diamond think
Diamond.
about his MVP.
Yeah,
But then let's get to that though after.
yeah,
So what are you asking? You want my top three?
yeah. Top five, but in
Top
order,
five?
in order.
In order? Okay, well, personally, I still wish to see Jokic win it, but top five, I think in order and how it's going to come down to the voting, I think it's probably going to be Shea, then Vic,
Then who?
maybe Luka, but I think Jokic.
Shea, Vicky, Luca.
No, Shea, Vicky, Jokic, then
Okay,
Luka.
okay.
And then actually, I personally don't even have JB being the MVP candidate from the East. I got Jaylen Brown. So that's probably who I'll round my list off with
Wait,
is
you mean
Jaylen
Jalen
Brown.
Brunson?
Brunson, my bad.
Huh?
Who put Jalen Brunson in there?
Dang, is Jalen Brunson on the? We gotta check his numbers.
Wait, you got Brunson over Brown?
Let me see Brunson's numbers and his seating because I
I
haven't
ain't
heard
gonna
this one
lie.
yet.
I ain't gonna lie. That's crazy, bro. I'm not gonna
Let's
lie.
get into this.
That's
Give
a
me the
crazy
Brunson
take,
case.
bro.
Give me the Brunson over JB
But no,
case,
it's
man.
like you say, Jaylen Brown can consistently put up points and lose games. Don't nobody give a fuck about that. Stop losing games.
Come on,
We
give it
win
to
it.
me.
Wait,
Give it
No,
no.
to
you guys do
me.
have a positive record, but your argument, hold up. Your argument specifically was he puts up points, but yet we still lose those games. And that's
No,
what I'm
that's
saying,
not what I
right?
was saying. No. What I was
Those
saying
were
is Shea,
hold up.
right?
Hey, we
The
got this recorded,
majority.
so we can run that
Yeah,
back.
I'm explaining to you what I was saying, right? Because
Okay.
you're trying to make my statement black and white, and that's cap. What I was saying was Shea, right? When he puts up these big games, they're winning the majority of the time, right? Jaylen
As
Brown
it
will have
should
these
be.
big games, and we will lose some. I'm not saying we lose in all of them. There's just some games where Jaylen Brown goes crazy and we lose them. But clearly, if we got 50 fucking wins, we're not losing a lot of those games.
You got caught.
What are we talking about? If
Give
we
me
have 50 wins,
Okay.
of course we're not losing a bunch of those games, bro. Come
You
on,
got
man.
caught in broad daylight, nigga.
Hold up. You can pull this up, actually.
Y'all
I
not
want
being
you to-
logical.
No. You be logical. I want you to pull this up right now. I just looked up MVP candidates. I can't find a single article talking about JB. You can screen share that.
I don't give a
Google
fuck about them articles. What
Because
you
not a
talking
single
about?
person agrees with that. I can see.
I don't
Jalen
give a
Brunson.
damn. What you talking
Give me
about? I'm
Jalen
giving
Brunson's
when it
numbers.
comes to the game,
am I giving
when it
my
comes to how the
opinion?
players are performing,
If
Jalen
I
Brunson is the better player. He
am I
matters
giving
more
my
to his team.
opinion based? Am I giving my opinion based on my analysis, or am I giving my opinion based on some motherfucking article? That's what I'm wondering. That's what I'm asking you. Y'all asked me
gave
for
you
my
my
opinion.
take.
Definitely
Then
a
So
I
I'm
need to
giving
hear
you
the
my
Jalen-
opinion,
defend
nigga.
yours. I gave you my take. Then I tried to defend yours, but I can't. And you cannot either. Logically, you sound dumb. So
But
I
hold
wanted to
on.
see if the internet could do it for you. But the internet
Hold on.
cannot.
Give me a
The
solid case
internet
for
nor
Jalen
you can
Brunson.
do it.
Give me a
Cap.
solid case for Jalen Brunson. I want to hear this.
I gave my case for JB, and it's fire.
Nah,
Now you give
JB's
me
in
your
it.
now you give me your
JB's in
case for Jalen. Now you give me your case for Jalen Brunson.
Nah, JB's in there. He's tripping.
Out in New York.
Yeah.
The nigga
Jalen
with the
Brunson.
best starting five in basketball, nigga.
History.
You tell me.
Hold up. Okay, I'm gonna speak real quick. So I think for MVP, we need to eliminate this their whole team matters. That shit does not matter. MVP is one player. It's not the rest of the team. So enough with that bullshit trying to discredit. That's fucking insane.
Let's go.
Luka has a case. And
Bam.
Luka has an amazing fucking team. But we're not gonna doubt that, right? But
Well,
since Jalen Brunson got an amazing team, or what you say, the number one team, we're gonna be like, nah, fuck that shit.
What's his numbers?
26.1 points a game. with 3.4 rebounds and 6.5 assists.
You gotta give me some efficiency numbers or something. Nah, you gotta be like he shoots 55% from three and 70% on floaters this
check
season.
this out. We can run this back because I'm telling you, when the MVP comes out, Jaylen Brown will not be on that list at all.
So-
Because they don't fuck with him.
Anybody in here wants to make that bet? Anybody? This motherfucker down here? Anybody?
If Jaylen Brown doesn't say what he said about Nike, he's getting way more credit this year.
Because
You
what he
said that
not what he did on the
yourself.
court.
If
What
Jaylen
he
Brown
said,
was
not
light
what he did on the
skinned,
court. Let's
if
focus on the
Jaylen Brown
court.
was light
I don't
skinned,
give a
and
fuck
Jason
what he
Tatum
said.
was dark
You
skinned,
said that yourself. You said that the NBA
I
don't
never
fuck with
said
Jaylen
shit
Brown.
about the Nike.
No, you said the NBA don't fuck with Jaylen Brown. Yes or no?
You said that.
You said it
I
too.
disagreed with the technical foul and the ejection. I never
He never
the
said
league don't
he
fuck
never
with
said
them.
the NBA don't fuck with Jaylen Brown.
I got a bad
No,
memory.
we can run it back too. Come on, let's stop lying.
Man.
I never said the league does not fuck with them. We
Hey,
have
look,
3
look.
tapes.
Look,
I'm
hold
gonna
on,
need you
can I
to
say
send me
something
every
Ask the
single one.
AI.
I'll
Let
watch
me
every
say
single
something
one
real
after
quick,
this.
bro. This is crazy. This
Somebody
is
in the chat,
absolutely
clip
crazy,
that,
bro.
please.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. This is the craziest take I've ever seen. Like, and it's not even what he's saying. Like, bro, it's just the fact that you actually have Jaylen Brown in your top 5. Like
Me?
No, not Jaylen Brown. Jalen Brunson.
You did
Jalen
what I
Brunson.
did.
Like, I'm sorry, bro. Like,
What seed are they?
Wemby swats at that shit. Like, get him out of here. Shai, get him out of here. You know, like, it's a hell of a lot of bro, Jokic, get him out of here. Like, numbers wise, like, bro, like, how
You know what? Fuck that. You know what? Hold on, no. Let's do it. Let's get to it. Let's get to the meats and potatoes, nigga. Let's get to it. Run Jalen Brunson's stats one more time. Where they seen in the Eastern Conference? Let's talk, nigga. Let's talk, nigga. Pull the stats up. What we doing? Come on.
You the one with the screen sharing.
No, yeah. Okay, so let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Bro, this is not an argument.
Ain't nobody gonna see it.
Let's do it.
Let me see.
All right. You told me.
So
Matter of fact,
Knicks
nah,
are
we
a
not gonna
game
do.
behind the Celtics right now. 1 game behind the Celtics.
And what that mean? That mean they behind. Let's talk about
my
Jalen
bad. They're
Brunson.
half a game.
Oh,
They're half a game
shit.
behind the Celtics.
Let's talk Jalen Brunson stats. All right. Let's talk. 26, 3, and 6. Okay.
Shooting 46% from the field.
Right. Okay. Solid. Now let's look at
37%
Jalen Brown.
from three.
JB's
37% from
28
three.
points, 7 rebounds, and I think 5 or 6 assists.
Hold on, we
Shooting
gonna look it up.
47 from the field.
28 points, which is more points, 7 rebounds, which is more rebounds, and 5 assists, which is only 1 assist behind. They got similar efficiency. Jalen Brown has more steals, and they're higher in the Eastern Conference. And JB is working with less. And the Knicks, it don't matter. It don't matter.
That's a valid point. He's working with less.
And the Knicks were expected to be the number 1 seed. Let's talk about that. The Knicks were the favorites going into the year.
They weren't.
The Celtics weren't even in the East.
They were not, bro.
Who's the favorite over the? Who's the favorite?
Everybody watching this who bet on DraftKings, bet on FanDuel, go ahead, drop in the comment who was the favorite to win the Eastern Conference, because I know it wasn't the Knicks.
Was it the Pistons?
Was it Cleveland?
Oh,
I bet it was Cleveland. It was either Cleveland or the Knicks. Like the Knicks are right there.
They was. It was. They're definitely 1 and 2.
The Knicks have been top 3, top 2 over the last 3 years.
Okay, it was the Cavs. It was the Cavs.
The Knicks were the top over the last 3 years.
Yeah, I said it was probably Cleveland, but the Knicks have been like in that conversation. Like it's not.
Okay,
like
so it was the Cavs at 250. It was the Knicks at 275.
They right there. They right
there. Meanwhile, nigga, the Celtics. They was talking about the Celtics gonna be 16th.
They was saying similar things about the Lakers barely making.
Come on, man. Come on, we got to keep it real here. The niggas scoring more points. Oh yeah, not to mention Jalen Brunson is a defensive liability, and Jalen Brown is the best 2-way player in basketball. Conversation over.
Unless he's playing Shai. Because once he has to defend Shai's gonna hit clutch buckets.
That argument is terrible.
Jalen Brown.
You lost the argument.
That's a horrible argument.
You switch it over.
That's
Shai.
a horrible argument.
Keep it with Brunson.
Look, so because Jalen Brown
what are you talking
might not
about?
be able to lock up
recent performances. Did we not watch this last fucking episode? We
pulled up but how is Brunson Brunson in the top 5? Where's his MVP performance game?
Look, this is all I'm saying.
Where's
Jalen
his
Brown
MVP
bringing up
performance
that
game?
Shea. Look,
Luka
bringing
got
up that
60.
Shea. Hold on, Beam. Bringing up that Shea that Jalen Brown wasn't able to lock up Shea as your argument
Because you just
is
said he's a
terrible.
two-way
Because
player. We're
Jalen
talking
Brunson
about
can't lock
recent
up
performances.
anybody. You're
Recent
talking about the
performances.
best scorer in basketball, and Jalen Brunson can't lock up
check this.
anybody.
So check this. When they go to start the voting, what are they going to remember? The last couple of fucking weeks, right? Sure, they'll look at the fucking stats, but they're going to remember what they just seen. Like you're saying, oh, Luka got that 60, so now he has his case. Because that's recent performance, right before the fucking voting. So we're going off. So when you say, oh, he's a two-way guy, I'm giving you a recent example.
What was his last game then?
Bro, you don't lose one game and a nigga cook you one game and all of a sudden you not the best two-way
Did he
player.
just
That's
play
not how that
Shai or
works.
something, bro?
That's not how that works, bro. One game doesn't decide that, bro. That is not how that works. It's about the course of the season. What have you done over the course of the season?
Well,
some nights you're going to win, some nights you're going to lose. Most nights, Jalen Brown is winning his matchup, bro. And that's why he's regarded as the best two-way in basketball.
And
I like
also-
Jalen Brunson. I like what he does. I don't think JB is necessarily a top 10 guy in the league. I think Jalen Brown is. I think if you had to choose a guy out of the East, there's a couple guys I might choose over Jalen Brunson.
Bro, there's a bunch
I
of
got
motherfuckers
Cade.
picking over him.
Kane Spider. I like Spider Mitchell. Definitely Cade.
Bro, I'll pick James Harden over that nigga.
Who else in the
Okay,
East?
you wildin'. You wildin'.
Nah, I'm
There's
trolling,
a couple
but
cats. Halliburton.
Now,
think
Jalen
Jalen
Brunson is a
Durant over
monster.
that nigga.
Jalen Brunson is a monster. I'm not saying act like he not. Jalen Brunson fucking around and give you 50. Well, all I'm saying is, nigga, to say he's above Jalen Brown, the MVP race is
He got to have some
outrageous.
crazy performances these
It's
last couple
outrageous,
weeks.
bro.
I'm
There's
talking about
nothing-
JB got to, if he going to go for it, he got to have like 250 balls in a row. Then he got to have a 60 piece, and he got to
Jalen
beat the
Brown
top
been
3 teams in
wildin'.
the league.
Jalen Brown been wildin'.
No, I'm saying for
Jalen
Jalen Brunson to even
yeah.
make a case, like he would start having to do something right now, like
Yeah,
some
I ain't
crazy
gonna lie.
stuff.
Brunson not built for that conversation. Brunson is not better than JB, and he's not above JB in the MVP vote in any category. Stats,
Okay.
impact.
We'll see how the voting comes out.
Fuck the voting. They don't like JB.
I don't care about none of that shit. I care about what's the actual fucking written and what's said. I don't care who likes. I don't care about no feelings. I ain't no female.
Fuck them niggas.
Hey, if I read it and it say Jalen Brown, I'll come back here. I'll be like, you was right, bro. But it's not going to say that.
I don't
It will
agree
never
to.
say
I don't
that.
agree. I don't agree to argue on that basis. I disagree. I disengage.
Because right now,
I
the
disengage.
Knicks and the Celtics are in the race for the
disengage. It's
second seed.
crazy.
So if Jalen
Yo,
Brunson and the Knicks beat out the Celtics for the second seed, will that give him a better case? Since they are,
I wouldn't be mad at that. But I still don't think it makes him. Bro, Jalen Brown is doing this with randoms. Let's be real, nigga.
Trash argument.
Hugo Gonzalez.
Nah, hold on.
No, nigga. No, nigga. No, not hold on.
Hey,
No,
Bean,
nsay
Bean.
Can I say
He's a
something? Hold on.
grown-ass
Can I say
No.
something? I
Let
want
him
to
talk
add
for
to
himself.
Hugo Gonzalez.
Can
Who
we
the fuck?
bro? Can we name the starting five of the guy? Can we name the starting five of the Knicks?
Duh.
Yes. Jalen Brunson. Hold on, I got you. Jalen Brunson, Mikal fucking Bridges, OG Anna motherfucking Nobi, Carl Anthony motherfucking Towns, and Josh motherfucking Hart.
Oh
You
shit!
got Mitchell Robinson.
All-star. That's just an all-star team,
Mitchell
nigga.
Robinson, yeah, he coming off the bench.
And Mitchell Robinson.
Oh, they
No,
not
he
starting him
ain't
no
right.
more.
Because Cat's at the center.
But they could
Mitchell
start
off the
Mitchell
bench.
Robinson and put Cat at the 4. I like that lineup even better.
Bro.
Mitchell off the bench,
do
bro.
me a favor, bro. Do the same
then they
thing
got
for your
Deuce
Celtics.
McBride.
Name the
All
starting
right.
five for the Celtics.
Before Tatum, no. Right?
Hell yeah.
Payne Pritchard. That goes to the Knicks. Jalen Brown. That comes to the Celtics.
Wait, Peyton Pritchard goes to the Knicks. What you mean?
Wait, yeah, well, what was
He's
that?
6th man of the year.
No, I'm talking about in matchup comparison.
Okay.
Matchup by matchup.
No,
So,
Peyton Pritchard's
Jalen
better
Brunson
than Mikal
Jalen
Bridges.
Brunson? Payne
No, I
Pritchard's
said
the
he
point
better
guard.
than Mikal Bridges. Oh,
Payne
okay,
Pritchard's a
okay.
point guard.
Okay.
So Jalen
Okay.
Brunson to Peyton Pritchard goes to Jalen
Okay.
Brunson by a mile.
Okay.
Jalen Brown and Mikal, I got Jalen Brown easy, right? Then you got
Anunoby and who?
Derek White and Anunoby. That's interesting. I'm going Derek White, but I am going Derek White. I think it depends on what you like.
Oh,
If you like a switchable defender who can lock up the paint and guard a 4 and a 5, you're gonna go Anunoby. Anunoby's been widely considered as the best defender in basketball, or debated about the best defender in basketball for the last few years. So it depends. For me, I like Derek White. The efficiency, the Spurs-like play style where he always makes the right play. I'm going Derek White, right? But then, nigga, Jordan Walsh versus Karl Anthony Towns. Nigga, Namus Keita versus fucking Josh Hart.
Okay, hey, everybody can see this. So this is his take. He has a motherfucker with whatever that disease is over the best offensive center in the league. This is crazy.
Jordan Walsh?
No. He said,
I'm saying Karl Anthony Towns is better than Jordan Walsh.
Oh, my bad.
Karl Anthony Towns
bro,
actually.
He's saying the rest.
Hey,
of
I just want to put out there, we're not making fun of his medical
Karl Anthony
condition.
Towns. Karl Anthony Towns is
I'm not making fun of his
100%.
medical condition. I just
Karl Anthony Towns is 100,000% better than Jordan Walsh. That's laughable. This is a laughable comparison. And then Nemus Keita to Mitchell Robinson or Josh Hart, like, bro.
Hey, we gotta be honest though. We gotta be honest.
Hold on. Let's talk about the bench. Hugo fucking Gonzalez. Who is that?
Don't do that.
Because we gotta remember, like, a lot of the guys that the Celtics have, they were unknown.
Luke
like
Garza.
Nicholas Keita was a 2nd-round pick. He played over in Detroit or whatever. But
G-League.
y'all been cooking Keita up for like 2 years behind Al Horford.
That's development.
But he's good now.
Because of the system that we're putting him in and developing him. The Knicks ain't developed none of these niggas. All of these niggas is superstars from other places.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the Celtics created their system around Jaylen Brown. They didn't just put a bunch of great guys next to Jaylen Brown. They built guys up based on Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum's play style. That's because they are the running engine of the team. On the other side, you just stacked up a whole bunch of niggas next to Brunson.
Brown
I would disagree.
You kept saying Brown at first.
How?
Because to get their championship, they had to go get Drew Holiday. They had to
We're not talking about them.
Porzingis.
We're not talking about them.
Hold up.
We're not talking about them. What does that matter?
You talking about this year?
Yes.
I got
this year, man.
We talking about a whole fucking year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why y'all talking about another year?
Y'all were really taking, because I was talking about what it took for y'all to really get it done. But this year, this was really
we went to the
y'all sold everything thinking that y'all were going to be getting ready for next season, and it just turns out that y'all are really good, and Jaylen Brown is good enough to lead a team by himself.
No.
Y'all sold, bro. Y'all were not trying to win this season.
No, let me make this. No, you're lying. We never thought that we weren't going to be able to compete. You're wrong.
I disagree, bro.
No, nigga, what are you talking about?
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why, because Brad Stevens.
No,
that's what I'm telling
speculation.
Brad
Stevens what came out of their mouth.
I'm telling you, Brad Stevens is a guy we've seen over his whole tenure with the Boston Celtics. He's never been a guy to sell to get under the luxury cap or sell players to get.
We had no choice
for any reason. The only reason he did that is because Jason Tatum wasn't going to play this season. He came back early. Jason Tatum wasn't going to play this season. They were taking a year off. And they were going to pay the luxury tax. That's what I'm telling you.
No, that's not true, bro. You're speaking on speculation. I'm talking about what actually came out of Joe Mazzulla and Brad Stevens' mouth. What actually
people can say different things.
No,
what they say though? What they say?
Everybody that we are still competing for a championship.
Yeah,
they've been saying that since day one.
The front office was on that time.
Of course they're going to say that.
Payton Pritchard.
What he's saying.
Of course they saying that, bro. But we know based off the moves that they made. Based off the moves that they made, y'all were taking a year off, bro.
That's not what he's saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that you're wrong about what the Celtics thought. You're right about what everybody else thought. The Celtics were saying, hell no, we compete in this year.
I think, of course, they're going to say that outwardly.
They were talking about a repeat.
But they knew.
Hey, they didn't, bro. No, they didn't, bro. The Celtics.
Jaylen Brown just so happened to be.
I'm looking at an article now.
They knew Jaylen Brown was ready to get busy.
Bro,
what's up?
I'm looking at an article right now.
What's up, Beam?
What you got in your mouth, Beam?
A cookie.
Oh,
bro, I got an article that was written.
Look like you had something round in your mouth.
Yo.
Chill out with that gay shit, twin.
I'm just saying, it looked like you had
That's
some type of.
crazy, bro.
I'm like, what is he?
Like,
Bro, just
round.
read the article, bro.
Bro, we talking about an article that was posted May 13th.
What just happened?
Oh, see, I told y'all it's something with his own.
Hey, even StreamYard knew he was about to say some fuck shit. Nah, I'm playing. StreamYard said, "Shut the fuck up, nigga."
Oh, Lop put him backstage real quick.
Hold on.
That was crazy.
Lop taking niggas backstage to talk to him earlier was crazy. It's like, here, bro, come here. Look.
That's not bad. Lying ass nigga. Yeah, this nigga a Hall of Fame instigator.
I'm gonna tell you this one time, bro.
Yo, Hall of Fame instigator.
Now come back in here and act normal.
No, that's not what happened. Beam, what's going on? What is this article, bro? He about to read some random ass article that said, I'm not. We believe in the Celtics. That's what he about to
there was no article.
You gonna read one article that was like, we actually believe in the Celtics, and be like, yeah, I can already see it. I see it.
Oh no, man! I think y'all definitely overachieved in you guys' own minds.
No,
Think
not in
that
our minds. We underachieved in our minds. In our minds, we should be the first seed. That's according to Peyton Pritchard and Jaylen Brown. When Peyton Pritchard went on, I can't remember what podcast on, but when he went on a podcast a few months ago, and they was talking about how the Celtics feel about what they're doing, and he was saying, "Well, we looking for the number one seed. That we're focused on the number one seed. We're not focused on what we've done and all that. We're focused on the number one seed." So what I'm telling you is, I'm not saying you're wrong about what people thought about the Celtics. What I'm saying is, you saying that the Celtics didn't think they could compete this year is wrong. They knew they could compete this year. The rest of the league didn't believe in the Celtics.
Yeah, I could see them having a little bit of confidence, especially with the East being so damn weak, bro.
That's crazy. Nah, I mean, as somebody who watches Celtics ball consistently, when I remember me and Jason had this conversation, my bad, Jalopy.
You was right over me. You was definitely right.
Here we go. Give it to me, Bean.
Damn, my fault.
And then I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do the outro. We can just talk for a little bit. I gotta head out, get some sleep.
But no, this article was posted May 13th, 2025. This is the day right after he tore his Achilles. This is the first fucking blog. I don't know if y'all read The Ringer. It's a decent little shit.
Can you send it to Lop for him to pull up?
Yeah, I can send it to him. This shit literally says, "This is the end of the Celtics as we know." Hold on, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, JB MVP. Because that was the talk, bro. And that was before everybody left. JT going down alone.
Bro, this is the game after he tore his Achilles. This was the first headline. Well, one of the headlines.
Bro, this was before everybody left, too.
I don't know why I thought you were about to say something else.
Nah, hell no. This is the end of the Celtics as we know them.
Oh, my goodness.
He said Jason Tatum's tragic injury isn't just the nail in the coffin for Boston this year. It may have ended an entire era.
Man, listen, JB is MVP, bro. I don't give a fuck.
People be talking crazy. Like, I'm glad we brought that up. Like,
you were saying the same thing.
No, I ain't saying nothing about this changing the whole era of basketball. I'm saying like people.
The Celtics, though, you were saying the Celtics was finished.
Oh, I definitely thought y'all, cause I'm gonna tell you this. I don't really remember too much about what I was saying, but one thing I will say was I remember thinking y'all were a very deep team at the time, but I started to really see Jason Tatum's impact, man. So I thought definitely that y'all were hurt. I didn't see y'all being a second seed. I never saw that coming.
But then you got to remember, this article came out when JT got hurt. What happens after that? Al Horford gone.
But that's where my argument.
Everybody gone.
That's my argument where I feel like after the Jason Tatum injury, Brad Stevens specifically felt like y'all didn't have a chance to seriously compete just based off of how he started making those moves. Like, I just don't understand that. If he still felt like y'all could compete
Bro, wouldn't
and
you
Jason
move
Tatum
on
was going
from
to
a
be ready for the
34-year-old
playoffs,
Al
he should
Horford?
just kept the team together.
Wouldn't
No,
you move on?
what I think is he was saying. What this is what I think Brad Stevens is saying. Right? Is if we don't have our superstar, right, and we don't have really the engine to our offense,
Mm-hmm.
what is the point in paying so much of this luxury tax then? Why not just get under the belt, right? Get under the belt as close as we can.
You already
and
paid a
pull
nigga
in the
$300
guys
million.
and pull in the guys we've been developing this whole time. Why not just trust our guys, right? I think that's what Brad Stevens is saying. He's not saying we can't compete. It's just like the system that we created with these guys, it's centered around this guy. So we need to just say, you know what? Fuck it. All the, you know what I mean, the superstar boom, boom, let's move them out the way. I feel like at the end of the day, what their goal was, we're gonna get this team together, win as many chips as we can within this contract, and then when they leave, keep Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum as the cornerstones and insert our new talent. But what I think what just happened is they just had to do it a season or a few seasons earlier than they expected. That's what I think happened. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I also think.
I don't know. We gotta really. I wish we could get Brad Stevens on the phone. Hey, Diamond, you got Brad Stevens' number?
Fuck that nigga Brad Stevens.
Best GM in the league.
Best GM in the fucking league, bitch.
Crazy work on GM.
Best GM
The
in the league.
end of the Celtics, we know it. How much of this article just turned out to be so false? 100%, 90%. Read a random line on there.
NBA championships are painfully elusive. The only thing harder than winning one is defending it the following year. With higher expectations, blah, 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 blah. With over just 3 minutes, blah, 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 we know what happened. We know what happened. Blah, 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 blah. I think everybody's concerned, blah, blah, blah. Pending Tatum's test results, this is as somber as it gets for an NBA organization. The exact opposite of where the Celtics have been, celebrating a league best 18 championship last June, and then this season, bringing everyone back for a run at number 19. Losing okay, can we get to the shit? It was also the harshest possible reminder of how fragile.
This is why these articles.
Boston now has to somehow lock in and focus on the last game. Bro, and it's likely they'll have to preserve that the leader of the Celtics have endured, blah, blah. This is what okay, so basically here they just talk about his impact and how that's going to fuck up the series and all that different stuff.
I'm curious of what they were saying about next season.
Okay, here we go. The aftermath of Tatum's severe anguish, if he had indeed suffered a ruptured Achilles tendon, an absolute worst-case scenario that was openly feared in various conversations, dramatically changes Boston's short and long-term trajectory, forcing the team to navigate unfamiliar turbulence and effectively ending a 4-year span that lended one title, 2 finals appearances, and an 8-2 record in Eastern Conference playoff series. But even before they ran up against Brussels Knicks, the Celtics were already starting a downward financial crunch that would almost definitely chip talented pieces off of next season's team. It makes no sense to pay an unprecedentedly high luxury tax bill for a team that Tatum isn't healthy to play on. That's what I just said.
That's pretty much. Yeah, I kind of forgot about like how expensive you guys really were too.
Bro,
and
you had
Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum's contract,
and then you had what?
because they were just starting to kick in. They were starting to kick in the big money. Yeah, that's what it was.
So
and Derek White got money. Peyton Pritchard got some money. That's what it came down to. It was a money crunch. Yeah, okay. I forgot all about how bad of a money crunch y'all were really in. So it did make sense to get under the.
From that perspective, they basically just saying like, yeah, the Celtics are fried. They're finished. That's what this article was about.
And I will say, Locke, I'm proud of you, bro. I could tell you've been doing your 15 minutes of reading. It's really showing, bro. Like that's good. That's good. That's good,
Go ahead, Floyd Bun Jr.
I gotta give you your props, bro. I
always been a good reader, brother.
But thank y'all for coming to In Between the Lines, man. This is another episode. You know what time it is. We got Wonder the Great in the building. To my right, we had.
I've been Diamond. Peace out. I don't know if we're saying goodbyes or what we're doing.
Point down. Who you got below you?
I got a lot below me.
It's your boy Jalabi Bungus. You feel what I'm saying? Yes, sir.
On God, it's your boy Beam. That phone want to die and shit. So I'm sitting on the ground trying to let
Yeah,
it stop
good.
and shit.
That's our first episode that's in between the lines, right? So technically, that's the first episode.
Hey y'all see I got that shit?
That was smooth.
I got that shit. I had to rob somebody for that.
That is not how I wanted to end that
I had to
show.
rob somebody for that. Hey, I can't even talk about that on here.
Talking about
But
the
all right,
fucking
man.
Celtics.
Let's get us out of here, man.
Fuck
All
them
right,
niggas.
y'all. Hit the
All
chat.
Yep.